Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of your Daily Dose. Arms race has ended. Make sure you are doing all that you can. Spend your merit badges if you have a couple of people that managed to get on the leaderboard for cross server. Congratulations. Hope your wallet isn't hurting too bad, but make sure you grab some of those free tokens there. But today, everyone say today, we actually have I feel like it's a little bit of a mystery because we got two tactics that appeared. Um, Many players were anticipating that it would be a different event, but there you go. We have Thunder and the Protecting Spirit, so of course, one offensive, one defensive. For those that already know, you can get your three not today. The prize pools are, the jackpot is basically one of these. It's not bad. It is what it is. You do need to spend a lot though in order to get this premium pool, but the jackpot, of course, is going to be a selection chest. Um, Honestly, I can't be bothered doing any of that sort of stuff. It really doesn't make any sense for me. In terms of value, though, I would say that this package here is good. It is progressive, so you can only purchase it once, but you will get the most bang for your buck if you do want to spend. Basically, you get free shards, and of course, you do get some stamina pills, and you get some gold as well. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Compared to the God's Blessing of Celebration Festivals, this is the best one. Now, Thunderspring, I would skip that. Thanksgiving, limited discount. For those that are curious, you can buy 10 shards for 10,000 gold. No, it's not. It's only 5k gold. 5k gold for 10 shards. You can get either or. I would recommend buying both. The reason being is just do it anyway, because you might be able to get it later on. We're going to talk a little bit about that in terms of speculation. But in terms of the mythic heroes, they did release the Generation 4. So if you want to buy 50 shards, it is 10k. If you, like me, have not finished off your Generation heroes, this is an option of doing it. Just be aware though, if in terms of like actual value, I would probably argue that for 5888, this is a better package, mainly because you're getting 35. So those extra 15 shards are like exponentially more expensive. So if you do have the money and you do want to, well, the gold, I should say, and you do want to start to build towards that, I recommend getting this at the end of the week if you know what events are up. Like, it's always nice to have that extra 5 to 6,000 gold. But Celebration Festival is another way to get it, which I think a lot of players, well, a lot of free to play players already have 100, 200,000 gold anyway. So spending that, getting those 50 shards is probably going to help them out to at least round out their uh, Generation 1 to 7 star. Shaoji is definitely worth getting to 7 star. In fact, they're all really worth. Zushgaz is not, but but the other three are really worth getting up to 7 star. But arguably, you can also use that for the index scores as well. So there is some opportunities there. And they did kind of listen eventually, like 3 months later, and bring them back, which I know a lot of players were disappointed. However, we are already at Generation 5, so it's a little bit obsolete for a lot of players. Now, in terms of this, you can decide to do whatever you want to do here. This one's always interesting, plus it's a plus or 5%. These ones are exceptionally rare, but I imagine that they eventually will become available when we do get another Wish Shop update. But basically, whew, they are expensive, ladies and gentlemen. To get the 25 koi, to get those 5 shards, you will be spending anywhere in the realm of $700 to $1,000. $700 to $1,000 basically to build these tactics. They're exceptionally expensive. Exceptionally expensive. Alternative, I know a lot of players are probably just going to try and max out their Generation 5s, or they're going to start to try and get oh well, I mean, look, if I was thinking about it, I probably wouldn't. I probably would just try and build Night Tower. I honestly don't even think that I would attempt to try to build the Soaring Thunder or the Deer Shard. And I'm not saying that they're bad or anything. I'm just saying, I probably would do that instead. Or you can actually get this one too. I probably would finish off my Sky Piercer and get the the Gen 5 Mythic Beast. I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like that's just better value, better bang for your buck. But if you are just like me, like want to go free to play for this event, I would recommend it because it is very, very expensive. You can of course snag some of these selection chests from the event for free, absolutely for free. The best way to do it is to complete your missions, and I think we've already done it. Conquest, pretty straightforward. Just go in there and win or don't win, doesn't really matter. You should be able to do that every single day. Side quests, again, it just comes down to timing. So in a couple of hours, I'll be able to get those extra 20 Ts. Beasts is the easiest one to do. So all you need to do is go into your server, go into here, go here, click out of it, go here, click out of it. It's so easy that it's like, yeah, okay. I know this was not their intention, but like, who cares? Honestly. Who cares? I don't care. Nobody cares. We're just going to keep doing this. I think we need to do it one more time. And yep, we should be done. So that's the easiest way to get all of those pretty much instantaneous. And of course, we do have stargazing. If I remember correctly, is it 70? It's 65. All right. So it's 65 that we need. We have 64. We've already done one. I actually think we're on the money here. So I think we should be able to get all of these ones smashed out. Let's see if we get lucky. You never know. It's not a high drop chance, but you never know. And we did not get lucky. Single pull luck. Can we get ourselves a legendary? I'll take the epics though. I'm not gonna lie, epics are great. All right, we didn't luck out there. Well, we are going to grab all of these as well, and this is kind of why you want to save some of your premium stargazing for the events. But if we go back to the shop, goodie exchange, there you go. You basically get around 200 to 220 for free. It really is just for free. And that's going to be enough for you to get like 100 shards. It's 100 shards. It's nothing to sneeze at. You'll be able to build your indexes there. Honestly, though, I mean, for the bamboo, it's a little bit more, how should I say? I don't know. I don't know. For the bamboo, like I said, I don't really know. I think that if you really think about it, like long term games, it's the advanced growth pack. Training pools are always nice though, so I'm not gonna lie, they are a good option. But the reality is, for most players, I think they're just gonna grab the advanced pack. Um, yeah, because otherwise, there's not really too much to spend it on. I mean, I guess, you could start working on your relics. It's nothing to sneeze at, in terms of that, but worth like in terms of it. I mean, what can you get? You get one of these, you need a lot of those. It's a kind of a no-brainer for me. You need a lot of those things, unfortunately. You really do. To do any of your mythic tactics, you're gonna need a lot. You're gonna need a lot of these ones. You're gonna need a lot of these. You're gonna need a lot of all of them except for this. Charm Spirit, you don't really need a lot of. For a lot of time, a lot of players don't need a lot of that. But what we can do though is, I think we might be able to. How many of these stones do I have? How many do I need? That's a good question, PB. That is a valid question. So how many do I need? I need 20. So arguably, do I want to get, do I really want to get those things, or do I want to know that I have 20 of those? Hmm. Let me think about that. I have to say, I probably would prefer 20 of those. I will grab 10 of them though, just so that I have the next one up. And I'll probably just grab 14 of them, just because I think at this stage of the game, everyone is trying to mythicize their tactics. The reality is, we don't really need those legendary chests. Most of us don't. The only thing I'd be doing it for is to build 7-star legendary heroes for my index, which is not unworthwhile. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad investment. I just think you have to juggle. You have to kind of juggle to see which one actually fits your team. But the nature of the video is going to be tactics. So let's go into the index. Let's have a look here. Still haven't had a chance to build Heaven's Cloud or Wavebreaker, But Soaring Thunder, very interesting. So at the start of the battle, you summon a lightning dragon to deal 400% magic damage. If you don't know, magic damage has a separate mitigation factor, which is magic defense as well as physical defense for physical damage. But basically, it can be mitigated, or should I say, yeah, it's not like the beast. It's not true damage. So unfortunately, that means it's probably not going to do as much damage as you want it to, but it does attack every enemy. And the real reason why it is important is because it summons a lightning cloud, reducing their attack, crit, accuracy, penetration, and damage increase by 20% for the entire battle. So accuracy is actually pretty good. So being able to mitigate that 20% of accuracy is quite nice. There is a 40% chance to trigger Trial of Lightning every time an enemy hero takes action. It does damage, basically, to the enemy with the highest HP, and removes 2 buffs from the target, and does splash damage of 320% to enemies around that target. So, again, very worthwhile investing in terms of that. Would I get this one over the other one? We'll have to find out in a second. Magic damage to other enemies around that target. Basically, every time Trial Lightning is triggered, though, it deals first time damage 10%, extra damage. All allied heroes are healed by 12% of the Trial Lightning's damage. So, because it's still like a 40% chance to trigger a Trial of Lightning, I imagine at higher levels it'll be a much higher percentage chance to trigger it, but it will give some additional heals to your heroes. You know my opinion on heals. They're okay, but they're really, it's not like if you could go from 0 HP all the way to max HP every time it triggered, that would be amazing. I don't think that's going to happen. And of course, if you do manage to equip this and build this one, the passive ability is all damage increase and all stats of heroes with tactic plus 5%. I believe the tactic plus 5% is the equipped hero though, so that is okay. Now, the next one is Cloud Deer, and Cloud Deer is, of course, going to be our defensive option. At the start of battle, it grants all allies a shield with 15% of max HP. So those that are tankier are going to have a bigger shield pull, which is quite nice. As well as protection of the spirit, total damage reduction 20% when a shield is basically present. So what I would say to that is for some nations like, I believe, Wu, Sanjiang has a shield ability. I know Li Linghui, maybe Dong Zhao has a shield ability in Warlord. Honestly, oh, and Pixiu does as well. So every time that basically a shield appears, they get extra layers of damage mitigation on top of that shield. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, increase all allies' crit, accuracy, penetration, damage by 20% for 2 rounds. Unfortunately, it's not the full battle. If it was the full battle, this would be probably a better option for a lot of players. Every time an enemy hero takes action, ally with the lowest HP percentage has a 50% chance to receive a shield with max HP and recover 10% max HP and lose 2 debuffs. This is kind of interesting. Triggers up to 2 times per round at 8 times per battle. So it's just, I want to say it's nice on paper, but the reality is most players will be getting it for the shield. I feel like most players are just going to get it for the shield and damage mitigation. Healing is okay, but it's negligible at best, particularly late game. But anyway, allies total damage reduction 12%. That's not too bad. All stats with hero tactic plus 5%. So the main reason that you want to build both though is the whopping 18% accuracy. That's huge. 18% accuracy and evasion is a very, very, very nice combination that you can get. But of course, it is exceptionally expensive. Honestly, though, I feel like most players, if you do have the opportunity, go with Soaring Thunder. More damage at the beginning of the battle is better. Basically, it's more better for a lot of stages. I know that did not make any sense in any form of correct English, but it is more better. Trust PB when I say that. You'll be able to clear trials, you'll be able to clear tower, you'll be able to clear pretty much most aspects of the game where the enemy HP pool is just so high. Can I see if you're still available? You're not. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. Obviously, it is a very expensive event. God's Blessing is probably not going to help you out that much because, To be fair, I mean, this just doesn't seem like the greatest amount of value. I really do think if you are going to spend, getting a couple of these packs is going to help you out more towards the end if you are going to whale on this event. Just be mindful that if you do decide to spend, going through the GT Arcade website, and purchasing it through there, and PayPal is actually an option to make those purchases, which I do use. You will get vouchers, and you will actually get additional vouchers with more value. You do lose some of the perks like Google Play and stuff like that. If you do like your Google Play points, you won't be able to get those. But the thing is, at the end of each month, you actually do get a ranking, and currently the rewards are Gen 4 Hero Shards. So check that out if you haven't already done so. If you have any questions, you can ask us in the comment section or on Discord. You can DM me there. But basically, I think that. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we end it, I might as well do some pulls. What can I get out of you? What can I get? Can I get any cool tactics? I mean, look, they're pretty cool. Deception and Inferno are worthwhile. Can I get at least one? I didn't get anything. I got Fuchsia. These ones are okay though, because they always give you mad raw statistics. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm speculating that the next event is going to be Annihilation, potentially Billionaire. I hope they didn't give us a transformation because that's, yeah, we don't really need to spend any more gold. I do hope that they start to be a little bit more transparent with their event rotations, because at this stage, it just, I can agree with a lot of players. It doesn't matter if you're free to play or pay to win, um, or pay to progress. Truly, I don't even think you can really pay to win in this game. But the reality is, there's been a lot of events that just require a great deal of gold, or money to progress. So we just had arms race, as you can probably tell. Hopefully, though, you managed to make some advancements for arms race. If you did, congratulations. Just make sure that you spend your resources if you want to. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait another 2 weeks for that to appear. But yeah, basically that's pretty much it. Is there anything that I can upgrade while we're here before we end the video? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you actually think it's worth the investment for these tactics? I know a lot of whales would probably say yes, but I'm curious. I'm curious because if you do the math, it's pretty expensive to get both. Like, it's ridiculously expensive, actually. I want to say it is yeah, it's ridiculously expensive to get both of them. So I'm curious. Do you think they're worth it? Judging by the power up, though, I imagine you're going to get quite a lot of a power up. If yeah, but if you're only chasing the power up, is that really worth it? I don't know. I don't know. I think though I can do this little thingy, right? Yes, there we go. All right. Grade 4, what did we get? We got all attack plus 3%. Oh, did I upgrade the statue thingy looking thing? I can't remember. I hope we got a little bit of power there. I don't know if is it, what do I want to say here? I mean, I feel like you don't ever need to buy these little tactic thingies, right? The incense sticks. I don't know. I just feel like I have too many of them because there's no other way to get those stupid orbs. Anyone else notice that? That's kind of annoying. Anyway, I don't know. Did we actually get anything? Oh, I think we maybe got 1 billion from that. Ooh, I need to do this. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the video. Make sure that if you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, notification button. You do that. Does support the channel. Jump into our Discord in the link in the description field below. I'll see the OGs in the comment section. If you see me on Facebook, don't be afraid to add me as a friend. But until next time.